Hello everybody. My name is Nora Zimmerman and I am a soul and brand and website designer. And I am here with Antonia, who did your website school a few months ago. And we're going to have a chat about her experience and how it's going now and all of those things. So it'll be lovely if you tell us, Antonia, who you are and what you do, where you're based, and anything you want to share about your business.
Yeah, absolutely. So delighted to be here. So my name's Antonia, and I am a kinesiology practitioner based in Cambridge in the UK. And I work mainly with women, but also with men, helping them to uncover the root causes of symptoms in the body. And I love working with emotional health and really understanding what's causing the manifestation of physical symptoms.
Mm.
And I've been doing it for a couple of years. So I came to Nora last October, I think it was. So
Yes.
yeah. Um, and I was at a place where I had my own website and I made it myself on Wix because I did a bit of Googling and I thought, oh gosh, I can do it myself. God, it took me hours and weeks and months of my life to have a product at the end, which I wasn't really, I don't think it reflected me. I remember we had a brilliant first call and you made that really lovely first point of I don't feel you on that website anywhere, and no one had said that to me before because friends and family or clients, they don't feed that back to you. um you have to have someone who knows what they're talking about to come in and say you're not on there. And I wasn't. It was very white, very blank, very small, very it was very plain, I think.
Yes, and the person that came to that first call that turned up on the Zoom screen was like vibrant and alive and
Yes.
beans and also a lot of clarity,
Yeah.
about what you were doing. So it was like, oh, there's a mismatch here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the main thing, I suppose.
Yes. Huge mismatch. Yeah. So, I didn't even think that there was. I knew that I knew it wasn't me, and I knew I needed help. But, you need someone to say, it's not you, but we're going to make it you. And which is what you do. You basically imprint the person onto the web page. And if you look at my website, it's so much more colorful and vibrant and light, and yeah, all my
Yes,
colors.
brilliant. Because what happens on a website is we have to replicate the experience of actually being with you. So when a
Mm,
prospective client comes to the website, it's good for them to see who this person is, especially when your business is mostly you. So, both
yeah.
things are kind of one. You're not a large company that you
Mm.
need to do a different reflection. So in this case, yeah, it needed to be in alignment.
It did, and it was so far out of alignment, and I knew it was. And the interesting thing was what I thought it should look like after our first call. I thought, I know it shouldn't look the way it should, and I kind of think I know what I want, but that completely changed as you go through the process because you're doing so much thinking and reflection, and um, the end result is very different to what you maybe thought it would look like, but
Yeah.
infinitely more better.
Mm.
Better. Yeah.
Ah, thank you.
Mm.
Yes, since you're talking about the process, tell us, a little bit about what what happened for you and how you benefited or
Mm. Well, it got you thinking. It really got you thinking because what you did is you give these weekly projects and these weekly homeworks and all these questions, and it narrows it like a funnel down. So you start with, oh, what am I and what kind of client but the way you word it is very different. So you don't think of it in traditional marketing of who am I targeting and how. It's what's the energy around it, and the nature of the question sort of channels that into such condensed final point, like essential oil distillery. You're getting this volume product of what you think you are, and through the process of questioning and reflecting and questioning, and you give a lot of prompts, and you don't mince your words. You say narrow it down, and it's great because you need someone to do that, because we all have way too much to say. And through condensing, you get such a final, pure product of really what you encompass. And that was the process that you can't do on your own. And it's all the reflection, and it's all a bit out there, and it narrows it down beautifully. That's what the process gives you.
Thank you. It's such a good description. I've never really heard it before. Reflected
Yeah.
like that. Yes.
Condenses it into this nugget that's pure you and pure what you offer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, tell us what's been happening, since you launched the website.
Yeah, so a lot's been happening. It's been a year of change, but I launched it in, I think it was October, and I was kind of figuring out where to be. And I played around with a few different offerings, and I came back to just my core offering, which is just one-on-one, face-on-face kinesiology. So that was interesting, because I originally had some other ideas, and the narrowing down kept happening after the process. It really made you think, I've got this beautiful product now that represents who I am, and you keep doing the work to keep focusing on really what you offer and how you offer it. And it's so much fun, because once you learn how to work with your website, because you give all the, you've set the fonts, you've set the colors, you've set the spacing, the style and designers, you can't mess with it. I mean, I know where you can on the website, but I wouldn't go there. I don't touch it. Slap on the wrist. So you can create all these extra web pages, which I've done, and enjoy it. And it's so creative, and you have fun with it, and you know that you can't really mess it up. And I've just so enjoyed that. And I'm quite creative anyway. So anyone who's creative and enjoys playing around with things can just keep having fun with it. And keep narrowing down what they do, and you can't sway too far off the path, the blueprint that you've given us. It's like a blueprint of, this is your website and this is how it works. You can't go far from that. You're stuck to it, which is brilliant, but in a good way.
Yeah. So I suppose it's the skill to be able to have something that is already designed, well structured, and then you've got the skill to add to it, to slightly, move it, in the right direction, and also to try, because when you are a fairly new business, it's really good to try. Okay, let's try these and see how it works. And you put it out, and also when it's out there online, it's almost like you have to be that. You have to offer that.
Yeah.
If you feel like, no, it's not the right offer, or no, I don't really want to do this, or you can remove it and then add something else, or just like you were saying, stay with one core offer. And I think the learning that happens at your website school is skills that you continue to use later on, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's not just, oh great, I have a lovely website at the end of it. It's actually, I have the skills set to be able to craft whatever I want to craft and create this wonderful online presence. But it's so much more of an inner work that you're doing with your whole brand. The end result is the website, but all the work you're doing is all on what do I offer? Like, who am I? And that's powerful. And that, people do a lot of work doing that. and to tie it all in with the website, it's very invaluable, I have to say.
Mm.
So it keeps going. I'm still twiddling and having fun and adding things and adding sections and pop-ups and pages and
Yes, I saw. And actually, your blog section is quite alive, and
mm,
that is, in a way, where you are kind of expressing a lot of your thinking and your
yeah.
opinions, and also your learnings. It's like your journey is kind of getting reflected on there. And you've been your blog posts have been featured on other websites, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, which is wonderful. Like I feel like I have this really lovely part of my website where I can be so creative, and I don't really feed it into the rest of what is kinesiology services about me. Like that's a separate thing, but I have this lovely my musings page, which is exactly, I just write about everything that's coming up for me and reflections, and yeah, I so enjoy it. So enjoy it. Mm. But to have a beautiful space to write, and it makes a huge difference.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So, if someone was considering joining your website school, what would you say?
Oh, so Nora you offer a beautiful introductory call with someone normally. You still do that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was everything for me, because once you connect with Nora, you know immediately whether she's going to be a huge part of your life going forwards or not. And, if you're in the right headspace and you're ready and you connect with her, then that first call is the most perfect thing to do. I mean, you started with a little bit of meditation at the beginning, which was just, that was, oh gosh, this person knows and gets me, and she can see me, and you're going to you're going to meet challenges head on, and it is exciting and it's scary, and through the process of your website school you'll learn so much about yourself, and I know that can be nerve-wracking, but it's also exciting. So I say jump on in 2 feet and enjoy it and see where you end up.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Antonia, for coming on board and talking to me. Um, and I'm so excited for you and for your business, and want to see where this goes.
Yeah, my pleasure, Nora, my pleasure.